Hello there, and welcome to another of Andre's Artist Profiles here on YouTube. Today is the birthday of Mr. Paul Stanley, one of the members of this band, Kiss, who were one of the premier hard rock, early heavy metal acts of the mid to late 70s. Now, Kiss were primarily associated with teenage boys, but to be quite honest, Kiss, being on Casablanca Records, really did a good job of mingling mainstream hard rock, glam, and some of the dance rock music that unfortunately got involved in the racist and homophobic, thank you very much, disco sucks movement of the late 70s and early 80s. Anyway, this is Kiss's first album, featuring all the original members, of course, from 1974, and this is the remastered CD edition, simply entitled Kiss. The next album was Hotter Than Hell. Can I say that on YouTube? Okay. This is also, I believe, from 1974. And it is. I'm sure if you are interested in backwards masking, people are going to be searching Kiss's records for any possible references to Satan. Or maybe they could just play some of the songs forward and see, you know. I mean, they played with horror imagery. That was what their whole setup was. The next album is Dressed to Kill from 1975, and of course this had their first big hit, which became a sensation on their next album, Alive, which was a live record, I Want to Rock and Roll All Night and Party Every Day, which basically spells out Kiss's intention. Probably why they had such a big male teen audience to begin with. Now, there's going to be an album gap here because albums like Love Gun and Destroyer I don't actually have. I don't know if I'm actually going to have them. Nothing personal. And I like Kiss alright, but they're not a huge priority in my collection at this point. In 1978, all the members decided to release solo albums on the same day, under the name of Kiss, but each album would be titled by the soloist performing. And the first one, well actually there's no first or second one, the first one in this collection that you're going to see is Paul Stanley, who's having his birthday today. Not a bad album. One of the more rocky, has a pop element to it too. Here's Gene Simmons' album. This one has a far more orchestral pop, dance rock orientation. Cher, of course, who I think was dating him at the time, appears on that record. Now, a lot of people consider Ace Frehley's record to be among the better of them. This is actually a very good pop rock album. A little more on the guitar edge, because it's Ace Frehley, of course, and somewhat similar to Paul Stanley's record. And since you've seen Peter Criss's album in my Peter Criss video, I'm not going to be showing that. The next album is called Dynasty, where they really pumped up the dance rock element of their sound. Unfortunately, released in 1979, this was probably persona non grata in the disco sucks movement, which in fact sucked. The disco sucks movement sucked. It was terrible. Nobody should ever just kill off of music like that. I'm sorry. It was just wrong then. It was wrong when they did it again with alternative rock, period. Just putting my voice there out. Not a bad album. The next album is Kiss Unmasked, a similarly themed follow-up from 1980, often considered one of Kiss's worst. People may have other ideas, but the next album I have by them, there's again a bit of a gap there. In 1983, they did an album called Lick It Up, where they removed their signature makeup. And this is one of their unmasked albums, no pun intended. The follow-up to Lick It Up, Animalize. And of course, here's the last album in my Kiss roll call, Crazy Nights, from 1987. And there's literally shots of Kiss unmasked. So that's what I have for Kiss. And I hope Paul Stanley has a good birthday, and I'm sure that Kiss will be rocking, rolling all night and partying every day, and till the day they just collapse from exhaustion and death. But anyway, happy birthday to Paul Stanley. Shout out to all of you Kiss Army members out there, and I'll see you next time.